Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn about the Packer terminology. So, what are the terms we have to remember and what are the terminology we use in Packer image building? So, let's get started. So, these are our learning objectives. Like we will be learning about the Packer terminology, which is artifacts, commands, builds, post processor, provisioners, templates, and data source. So, we'll discuss one by one in this session. So first thing is templates. So what we call these templates? Templates are the JSON files, or it can be HCL2 formatted files, which will define one or more builds, like what are the components we are going to build using the Packer. So this template file will contain all about the which type of build we are using and what are the builders we are using and what are the processors and what are the provisioners. So this is a kind of a readable template where you can able to create a template image file for building your Packer image, and you can have the multiple images run in the parallel using this template. So you can build multiple images parallelly for multiple builders. So build is a single task. So whenever you want to create any image, you have to run the build command. So this build will go to the complete template and will produce a image for a single platform. So if you are building image for virtual machine like VMware virtualization, or you are building for the VirtualBox, or you are building image for the uh, AWS or Azure, so it will create a single task for that. So in these builds, you can have the multiple builds run at one time in a parallel fashion. So you can build a image for the web application, or you can run a build for the VMware, you can run a build for the AWS in single build file. So builders are will be various. It's a component of the Packer where it will create a machine image for a single platform. So builders, it can be anything like VirtualBox or VMware or Amazon EC2 instance, or it can be a Microsoft Azure virtual machine. So the builder reads in some configuration and use that the run and generate the machine image. So builder will have its own language, its own attributes where you have to define, and it will be generated accordingly depending on your builder. So builders can be invoked using a build in order, like it will create actual resulting images. For VirtualBox, it will create a box. For the EC2 instead in Amazon Web Services, it will create a Amazon a machine image like AMI. For Microsoft Azure, it will create a VM image. So coming to data source is something like we will be creating images from the existing AMIs, or we may be creating a image based on the regions. You want to get the information about the AMI which are already exist in your account. So in that case, you can use the data source where you can get the information about the existing resources. Like if, for example, let me give I want to get the information about the existing image, and I want to get the information about the passwords which are saved on the secret manager, or I can get the password from the Azure Key Vault. So you can use a data source where you can able to connect to the cloud provider, and you can get fetch the information, and you can use this information in the template wherever it's applicable. Post processor means after building the image, you want to run something like compressing the image to reduce the size of the file, you want to upload this image from the local desktop or local server to the cloud provider storage account. So you can write a post processor where it can compress and it can upload. So these are the some commonly used post processors are compress artifacts and upload these artifacts to the uh, and we can use this post processor to get the artifacts value like image value and build the each instance out of the image AMI ID. So you can use this post processors after building the image. Provisioners are a component of the Packer where you can use these provisioners to install and configure the software. So after building an image, it will create a EC2 instance, and top of it you want to install some hot fixes or vulnerabilities, or you want to install any basic software, or you want to upgrade the existing software. You can use these provisioners and you can install where you can able to get a golden image out of these provisioners. And the commonly used provisioners which are available here is the shell scripts. We can use the scripts like PowerShell and Bash PowerShells, and we can use the like configuration management tools like Ansible, Chef, and Puppets. And we can able to use the file provisioners where you can able to transfer files from local to image kind of thing. So this is a major work of making the image contains useful software. So here you have to put a lot of effort where you want to achieve, and you want to build the image which contain all basic softwares you want. And coming to commands, so commands are the Packer is a program which will be run by adding the sub commands to it. So suppose if you are running a command like Packer, so it will give you the sub commands, and it will give the brief introduction about the what are the sub commands will do. So after adding the sub commands, the Packer command will again have its own options and attributes where you can provide the options and parameters to the sub commands. You can have these commands in our subsequent videos. Coming to artifacts, as I mentioned, whenever this Packer builds an image, it will provide you a certain sort of a result in the kind of AMI ID, or it can be a virtual machine ID, or it can be a virtual box location, where it will save in the form of the file. So in VMware, it will be saved as a file, and you need to upload this file to some like storage accounts, or it may be in the S3 buckets. So after completing the Packer build, it will provide you the artifacts. So these artifacts can be used to build the pipeline where you can build an image, and after building an image, you can create a EC2 instance whichever is required. So this is all about this terminology, and you can go to this URL where you can find all these terms defined, and you can if you want to have the in-depth knowledge about the terminology, you can go with this URL. So thank you for if you have any questions or any comments, you can type below, and we can take it up. I will be replying to your comments. Thank you for and I would like to thank you each one of you for taking your time and being on this video till the end. And if you like my video, please don't forget to share it to your friends and colleagues. If you didn't subscribe, please subscribe to my channel so that you will and press on the bell icon. You will get notified whenever I upload the new videos. And thank you for viewing. Have a nice day.